Yo, what's up guys? Today I have made a brand new brawler title for every single brawler inside of Brawl Stars. I've done this because in the next update every single brawler will get a new title. I don't know how you can get them yet, but it will be something cool, maybe something to do with the brand new prestige. But let's get started. For Shelly, I have the first instead of no time to explain, because she is the first and the one and only starter brawler. Then you have Nita. For Nita, I have barefoot, and it's spelled barefoot like the bear. As you can see, she does not have any shoes on, and normally it would be the Untamed. For Colt, I have pew 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 instead of the pretty, which is pretty explanatory because it's his voice line. Bulldozer is already a pretty cool title, but instead of that I have Bull, because it's pretty cool and Bull is the kind of tough brawler. For Brock I have Take the L, because it's a great voice line and maybe even better than Boom. For El Primo I have El Champion instead of El Luchador. I think this is way better because then you're just saying that you're the champion. Barley already has a great title with You Got Served, but I got Liquid Legend instead because he serves drinks and those are liquids, of course. Poco is the one and only musician, so I had to give him the musician title. I think that's better than El Mariachi, but who knows. Rosa is another brawler with a great title, Touching Grass, but I got Sharp Like a Rose, because obviously she's based on a rose, and roses are pretty sharp. Next up is Jessie, and she has the Builder title, but I don't think it's that good for her, so instead I have Gadget Genius, which is way better in my opinion. Another one that isn't that good is Dynamite's Birdie Birdie Birdie. So instead I have the minor, which also is pretty funny because you can also be a minor as in under the age of 18. But in this case it's obviously a minor from in caves. For Tick I have a Walking Hazard, because everywhere he goes he's just annoying and a hazard for everyone. For 8-bit I have Player 1, obviously because that's his voice line and it's a pretty good one. For Rico I have Knows Ball, because he definitely knows some ball knowledge and it's maybe better than the lover for him. For Daryl I have Outlaw of the Sea instead of Pirate, which is pretty good, but it could be better, so I'm not sure about this one. For Penny I have Plunderer, because she is a pirate and pirates plunder, and this one is probably better than the Salty. Carl is the geologist, but he's also a massive nerd, so that's why I got the nerd title for him. Because Jackie swears a lot, I thought her title should be pretty simple, so I got her Always Angry. And for Gus, instead of the Lost, I have the Lonely, because he's all alone and has no real friends. His only real friend is a ghost, so that doesn't really count. Now, starting with the epic brawlers, I have Bo. His new title is Eagle Eye. Eagle Eye is pretty good because he's based on an eagle and has some good vision to aim. I think it's better than one with nature, although that one is also pretty good. For Ems, I have main character. She really has some main character energy, especially after her buffies and now that she's so broken. I think it's better than #haters, but let me know. For Stu, I have Dash Master, because he dashes around all of the time. His old one was Wicked, which might have been better. Obviously, as Piper, you have to get perfect aim, so that's why her new master title is Perfect Aim instead of the Sniper. Pam's Your Mom title is obviously iconic, but for a new title I have Bow to Last, because she makes things out of scrap and obviously it needs to be good. Frank has the tank title, which is decently good, but what I think is better is undead, which basically means that he came back alive, obviously because he's based off Frankenstein. For BB, I have Power Swing instead of Cool Cat, because she needs some good power, and obviously she swings with her bat to hit enemies. Bee's title is Queen because obviously she's a queen bee, but her new title is Beautiful, like beautiful but be beautiful. That's also one of her voice lines, so that's why. Nani's title is Nanny, which obviously is taking care of people, so I thought as a new one, just Caretaker. Edgar's CEO of Brawl Stars title is pretty good, but for a new one I thought of Edgy, because obviously Edgar is very edgy, that's why he got the name. Griff is definitely the greedy, but another title he could have is Money Hungry, because he loves money so much. With one left hand is a pretty weird title, that's why I think my new title, Scared of Children, is way better. And obviously, who isn't scared of children? Bonnie's The Reckless title is pretty good, but I have a new title, Crash Landing, which might be better. You can decide in the comments, but I think it's pretty good. Gale is the janitor, but let's be real, he's just an old guy, so that's why his title is old. For Colette, the collector title is pretty good, let's be real, but I think my title is also pretty good, because I have Obsessed, because she is obsessed with every single brawler, especially Spike. I think that's pretty fitting. Belle has Star as title, obviously because she's based on Belle Star, the real person, but my new title is Marked because she marks people with her super and then they become marked. Trash Tier is also a pretty good title for Ash, but my new title is Stinks because he's a trash can and trash cans pretty stink. Lola is a drama queen and that's why that's her title. But my brand new title is Has a Big Ego, because obviously she has a massive ego, especially with her clone. Sam's old title is In Your Face, but my brand new one is Power Punch, because obviously he punches really hard with those metal fists. Mandy's title is Stuffed Cookie, which is pretty good, but I think mine is better. Her brand new title is Sweet Like Candy. Obviously based on candy, but it's pretty good. Maisie's brawler title is Master of Disaster, which is another pretty good one. My brand new one is Smoking, because that's also one of her voice lines, and I think it's also decently good. Hank's Prawn Ready is probably the most iconic brawler title, which I can't beat. But my brand new one, Deep Sea Slammer, is also pretty good. Instead of Let Me Cook, I have Cooked for Pearl. This could either mean that she has cooked or that she completely is cooked. Larry and Laurie's title is I Am the Law, because they are policemen of the Star Park, but I have Double Trouble as a title, because they're with two and then you have double the trouble. For Angelo's brand new title I have Bloodsucker. It kinda looks like Bloodthirsty but is a little bit different. Barry's title is Unicorn, obviously because he's based off a unicorn, but I have a title that's maybe better, it's called Sugar Rush, which is because he has a lot of candy and ice cream. Shade's title is Ghosted, which is pretty good because he is a ghost after all. My brand new title for him is In the Shadows, because he's just a ghost and he can go through walls in the shadows and sneaky attack people. Meepo is a big cheater, that's why his title is Cheater, but my brand new title is Dice Roller, because obviously he rolls with the dice for game boards. Trunk's title is controlled by ants. That's obviously just because he's controlled by ants, but for a brand new title I have Hive Minds because he's controlled by ants. For the Mythic Brawlers, I'm gonna start with Mortis. Normally his title is Creature of the Night, which is a really good one, but for his new title I have Loves Walls, because I mean, what's a Mortis player without hugging some walls? Tara's title is What's in the Cards because of her cards, but I have Fortune Teller because she can kinda see the future with her eye and it's really weird, but that's her title. Jean's title is Talk to the Hand, but his new title is Handy. Get it? Handy because his super is a hand, handy. Mac's title is I Am Speed, which is really good, but I have Faster Than Light for her because she's pretty fast, let's be real. But apparently not faster than Melody. Mr. P's title is The Boss because he is a businessman. So that's why his new title is, instead of Mr. P, Mr. Business. Sprout is my favorite brawler, so I really wanted a good one. His original title is Tree Hugger, but I really couldn't find one for Sprout, so I asked ChatGPT and he said Bloom and Boom, which kinda makes sense because that's his main attack. It's like a flower thing and then it goes boom. For Byron, his original title is The Sensational, but his new one is Poisoned. Obviously, this is because he's poisoning other brawlers. That kinda makes sense. Squeak is an accident, and that's also why that's his title. He was made by Colonel Ruffs by accident with this goo thing, but because he's made out of goo, his new title is Sticky Situation. As you just heard, he said Uncle Lou is here for you, and his title is here for you, which is because of his voice line. But a new better title is On Thin Ice, because of his super where you're on thin ice, get it? Next up is Colonel Ruffs, or just Ruffs now, but with his title, he's Colonel Ruffs again because his title is Colonel. But a better title for him is Good Boy, because he's just a little good boy, this dog. Just like me, Buzz was born bad. Maybe he also was an accident. But for his new title, I have Lifesaver because he's a lifeguard at the pool. Fang's title is Sneaker Artist because he loves shoes or something, but what he probably loves more than shoes is feet. That's why his new title is Loves Feet. Eve's title is Mother, which is just the worst version of your mom. But for a better new title is Alien. Maybe this could even be a title for like Alien Fame if that ever comes, titles for fame, but for now I think this would be a good one for Eve. At this point I kinda ran out of ideas. Janet's title is The Rocket and her new title is Can Fly, because Janet can fly. Otis' title goes from the artist to Aqua Artist because I don't know, it's both starts with an A and he's underwater and stuff. Buster has everything to do with cinema. His title is Blockbuster, so his brand new title is Absolute Cinema. Gray's title is The Shady, but because he's all in black and white, like old TV, I thought his new title could be Old School. RT's title is The Watcher, and the brand new title is Spy, which is kinda the same, it just means that he's watching you. He's always watching you. Willow Super controls you, and now her title is In Your Head, so her new one is Mind Controlled, because she controls your mind with her super, obviously. Doc is all about wieners, but for me it's more of a sausage, so his wiener title goes to Sausage. Chuck is basically a dead train conductor. His old title is the Maestro, but now his new one is Ghost Driver, because he's driving and he's a ghost. Charlie is the Amazing, but for her new title, I have Carnival Chaos. Because of the amazing circus where her trio is about, I have that. Miko is definitely a joke to me, but I had a brand new title, Sounds Fine, because he is a sound conductor or something with movies. I thought that would be good, and also you can just have your name and then Sounds Fine, which is pretty cool. Melody is definitely fearless, but for a new title I have Quick Note because of her little notes floating around. Lily is definitely a backstabber, but she is also someone who vanishes, so her new title is Vanishing. Because of Clancy's cool mechanic where he evolves into better stages each time he hits someone, I have Evolving Force, instead of his old Shell-Shocked title. Mo is cheesy but also pretty rats, so his title is Rats. Juju's title is Hexed, but for a new one I have Wicked, just like the movie. But has anyone actually watched this movie? Because I surely haven't, but let me know in the comments if you have watched the Wicked movie. Ollie is pretty based. Because of all his sound waves, I have a brand new title, Sonic Overlord, because of sonic waves and sound things, and then Overlord because it sounds good. Fame's mastery title is just a waste of time, but if you want to let your randoms know that you're never late, then his new title could be On Time. I don't know why Lumi's title is Headbanger, but for her brand new title is Chain Explosion, because her super is kind of like chains and it explodes. Jae Young's title is Amor Fati, which I think is Italian, but I don't know any Italian. It might be like love, amor equals love maybe, and Fati, I don't know, like tired or something. But for his brand new title, I have Jam Session, because he loves his music so much. When you kill your enemies with Ollie, you can say see you later alligator. But now you can say in a while crocodile, because her brand new title is In a While. Mina's title is the Hurricane because of her super, but for a brand new one I have Wind Dancer, because a hurricane is like kind of wind and she dances. Ziggy the Great, Ziggy the Powerful, Ziggy the Magician. Gigi is a puppet, that's why her title is Strung Up. But for a new one, it's Controlled, because she's a puppet and she's being controlled by the hand. Sure, Glowbird sleeps with fishes, but mainly he's just ugly, so that's his title. Spike is one of a kind, and me too, but I had no idea what his new master title could be, so I just have Spiked. And something else is also pretty spiked. Kaka! That's supposed to be a sound of a bird, which isn't really good, but something way better of a title would be Boss of Bosses, because that's just a better voice line that Crow says. Leon might be sneaky, but he's especially camouflaged, so that's his new title. Sandy's title is the Sleepy, but not only is he the Sleepy, he's just a sleepyhead, so that's why I have his brand new title, Sleepyhead. Let's be honest, Ember is pretty hot, and I don't mean the fire, and that's why that's her brand new title instead of Firestarter. Tech Support 2.0 might be the worst title of all time, and my new one isn't much better, but it definitely is better. So here it is, Mega Mech, because she has a pretty big mech. Search title Bro is one of the best ones out there, that's why it was pretty hard to top it. But for a new one I have Power Surge. Jester title Jack of all trades also really fits him well. But for a new one I have Unexpected, because you never know what happens with this guy. Cordelius is definitely toxic, but he's also a fun guy. Get it? Fun guy. Kit's Meow title is pretty decent but not too good. But let's be honest, if you use Kit and you main him, then you're just a pussy. So his new title is Pussy, also because it's a cat. Draco is the dungeon master, but he's also really fire, so his new title is Fire. Kenji can go from the samurai to the sensei with his brand new title. Pierce is all about pee, that's why his title is Peed in the Pool, even though Chester was the one who peed in the pool, which is pretty weird. But for a better title, which has more to do about the fact that he is a dinosaur, I have Prehistoric. For our final brawler, we have Kaze. Her title is Ninja, but because she has two different modes, she also lives two different lives. So that's why her title is Double Life. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.